How has E3 been for you? Let's back it on up before we talk about FIFA.
It's been amazing. It's a great show. Love coming and seeing the innovation from everyone. I love coming and showing our game. I mean, we sit on this material for over a year, and particularly with FIFA 17 was such a big game. We just couldn't wait to come and show the public. So I personally love it. It's a big milestone for us, so it's great.
You know, I'm kind of curious now. I don't know why I never thought about this before. FIFA being the biggest global franchise that there is,
Yeah.
most
Right.
popular video game in the world.
Right.
Where is the game developed?
Up in Vancouver.
Okay.
We have a super multicultural team. As you can imagine, lots of Europeans, lots of South Americans, and of course Canadians, because we're up in Vancouver. So
Sure.
it's great. Yeah, I think it was a group of British guys.
Of course
back,
it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Back in '93, and made the pitch to our execs to say, hey, there's this massive sport that we're not playing in. Huge global potential, and they pitched it, and here we are today with, like I said, the biggest franchise on the planet.
They're called hooligans. I think
Hooligans,
hooligans is the word you're looking
yes,
for.
absolutely.
So let's first of all talk about a big change for FIFA 17, which is that it's moved over to the Frostbite engine.
Yep.
Can you talk about why you guys decided to transition that over?
Frostbite gave us a world of possibilities for 17 and beyond. It's a great development tool. In 17, it gives us the ability to create new environments, which you'll see in the story mode materials that we have, the journey. It allows us to create authentic, true-to-life action on the pitch. And it allows us to create characters with depth and emotion that you see in our other great titles like Battlefield and what we can do there in Battlefront, Star Wars, of course. So new world of possibilities for us, and again, that's how we've been able to build such a great game for our consumers this year.
Very cool. Can we actually back it up and talk about the journey? Because I thought it was so neat, first of all, that you had the man that the character was modeled after at the press conference.
Yeah.
And the blend between him, the game, him walking out, and then him actually walking out was like, we've entered the future, everyone.
Yeah.
Here it is. It was really cool. So you talk more about, when I think of FIFA, obviously I think of multiplayer, I think of shouting at people, but I don't think of an actual story. And it seems like you guys have a compelling campaign in FIFA this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it was something that was maybe missing from our product, because we've always focused on the pitch, and we'll continue to do so because that's what matters in football, of course. But there's this whole world around football, and that's why the global media are so fascinated with the lives of these superstars and the difficulty, the kind of rags to riches story of kind of coming from being a youth and trying to make it into the the Premier League, the world's most famous and biggest league. So it's a whole side of football that we weren't able to tap into before. So we were super excited to be able to tell different stories, and again, the great thing for us is it allows us to appeal to a broader audience as well, right? Like kids, it's a great way to bring them into the mode. North Americans as well. And I saw an article in GQ this morning saying FIFA is almost a gateway drug for Americans to get addicted to soccer. And we see that, right? We see that we bring fans, in North Americans, into the world of soccer. And Story Mode would, again, allow us to do that through the guise of Alex Hunter.
It's very cool. Sorry, Bernie. Feel free to jump in if you have any, but I have so many questions.
We actually have some footage from FIFA that we'd like to show. Guys, are we ready to show that? Yeah, great. Let's go. Then let's come back and we'll talk more about FIFA, but let's take a look at this first.
We've heard a lot about the talent of this young man, Alex Hunter. He had a wide choice of clubs to sign for. Today his journey begins as he makes his Premier League debut.
I haven't seen a kid coming out of the exit trials generate this much interest in years. I never expected anything like this.
Yes! A goal for Alex Hunter on his debut.
You're in the big league now. You have to raise your game.
You need representation, you call me.
Wow! Check this place out!
Just don't get too carried away. Can disappear just like that. Life doesn't always give you what you want, does it? I'm ready.
You'll get your opportunity, Hunter.
Just get me out of there.
Well, we might as well pack this season in now.
What was he thinking?
I want to stay and fight for my place. I won't let you down.
Alex Hunter, an outstanding goal. Welcome to the Premier League. This young man has everything.
We're going to make history.
Incredible! Hunter!
My name is Alex Hunter. You don't know me. But believe me, you soon will.
Play it first on Xbox One with EA Access.
First of all, I love how Alex Hunter's so London, baby. He's got it. I love it.
Sucker for an accent, are you?
Oh, well, who knew?
Like a secret weapon.
So one of the things, actually, I'm glad we played that trailer first, because one of the things I want to talk about is in this campaign mode, we see Alex Hunter's journey, but we also see that there are some things that don't go wrong, don't go right for him. Like we see him miss big goals, we see him struggle. Are those things that are going to be affected by your gameplay? Is if you make a mistake, suddenly Alex isn't having such a great time, or if you make the goal, Alex is having a better time, or are there certain things that are predetermined? How does that really work?
Well, the key USP, the big differentiator of this mode in sports is the action on the pitch is totally connected to the story. And you don't see that in all of the other sports games that have story and campaign modes. So if you are very bad and you keep missing like that, and that's all determined by the player, there's nothing that's kind of pre-baked around that.
Awesome.
Your coach will be upset with you. You'll see different scenes. You'll have a different journey to someone that's very good and is challenging for the title and challenging for other honors in the mode. And of course, you have player development. You have relationships with players as well that will be impacted by both what you do on the pitch, but also the interactions and the conversations you have. So we have a Dragon Age mechanic where you can, which was inspired, obviously, another one of our titles, where you get to choose your response, and that will impact the story that you see as well. So it's totally player determined. We're super proud of that because that takes a hell of a lot of development work, a hell of a lot of extra scenes that have to be built. So we think, again, our fans will love this when they play it.
No, that's amazing. And also helps replayability there, because maybe you're not very good at FIFA, you go through, you're not doing so well, but then as you get better, you get to replay and see different scenes and different cutscenes.
See different scenes and have a different endpoint, you know. And again, you might go, if you're a kid and you go to school, you'll go and talk to your buddies about a scene you saw, and again, your friend might want to go and experience that. So as you say, it gives it great playability again.
Yeah, that's really cool. So one of the things that FIFA 16 had that we haven't heard yet about FIFA 17 having is women's teams. Are they going to be in FIFA 17 as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We're very proud to bring women to the game and be part of that conversation and show that they deserve an equal place to men in the sport. So they will be in the game, absolutely, and we're going to have some further announcements. We're hoping to add to the licenses we have. So yeah, we'll have further announcements in due course on that.
So Alex Hunter is sporting Man U there.
Yeah.
Will you get to pick who he plays for if you're not like a filthy Man U fan? Or just pissed off like 20
Yeah, the Man United are a partner of ours, so they're not filthy.
I'm too Wayne Rooney, I love you.
Yeah, absolutely. You get to choose from all 20 Premier League clubs.
Cool.
I mean, football's a very partisan sport, right?
It
It's
is.
very tribal. It's very emotional. So
It is.
we did see some reaction online going, hey, I don't want to play for Man U, like you said.
Course.
You know, if you're a Man City fan, if you're a Liverpool fan, so you absolutely get to choose. And again, that helps that kind of the personal touch in the story as well.
The immersion, for sure.
Yeah.
I have a question about the multiplayer side of things.
Yeah.
At EA's conference, they talked a lot about their professional leagues that are going to be a big part of EA in the coming years. And then also at the Microsoft conference, they talked about their arena for their tournaments that they're pushing out. And they very specifically, when they announced arena, said that EA was going to be a partner and called out FIFA as well. Can you talk a little bit about that? Can you give us any more information?
I can't give too much because, subject to further announcements down the line. But what I'll say is esports is a super emergent kind of part of the business and something we've maybe we've dabbled in before. We have FIFA Interactive World Cup, which is technically the biggest esports tournament in the world by registrants. We have over 2 million registrants into that tournament every year. So, we're looking to get deeper into that world. And as I say, we'll have some more announcements in due course on that.
Can you talk a little bit about the FIFA Ultimate Team? Is that going to make a resurgence here in FIFA 17, or? Yeah,
so I mean, again, we've not announced anything on 17. We were holding that back for future announcements. But I mean, what I'll say is FIFA Ultimate Team is loved around the world. It's an absolute phenomenon. It absolutely taps into the emotion of the sport and the competition that goes with it, building the best teams. We get tweets, direct messages from professional footballers, like triple A-list celebrities who hit our PR guy's inbox asking for cards, asking for special items, and all the rest of it. And even we had Jose Mourinho on stage, and his son is a huge FUT guy. So Jose was asking again for content. But it's a phenomenon. It's a big part of our game. Absolutely, there'll be innovation in there, and there'll be pieces that our fans will absolutely love. And again, we're going to announce that in due course.
Very cool.
Well, the chat is blowing up. You know, everybody who's ravenous about FIFA, which is most people in the world.
Yeah.
They just want to see more. We actually have more footage from FIFA.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Let's take a look at that.
Okay, guys, a new season, a fresh start. Today is about winning. In football, this is the most important thing. When we win, we make the fans happy. They are why we train. They are why we are here. So remember what we need to do. Be strong on the ball. Make intelligent runs. Be ruthless in front of goal. And own every moment. The time has come. You are ready. The fans are ready. Now, go show them why we are the best.
Great strength there from Azar. What a run from Royce. Martial, hard and low. That is world class from James Rodriguez.
Make them happy. Make them sing your name. When you play for the fans, that is when we win.
Play it first on Xbox One with EA Access.
Yes, amazing. We're back with Matthew Mackay, the Global Marketing Director, talking about FIFA.
Yep.
So actually, you fully just corrected me because I totally thought the wrong thing. I'm excited to talk about it. So I thought you could only play as Alex Hunter, but there's actually an option here
Yep.
in the campaign. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, the actual story revolves around Alex Hunter. But when you get into gameplay, you have the option to just control Alex Hunter or take control of the entire team. We did a bunch of testing on that, and some people love the idea of just being Alex Hunter and having that challenge in gameplay, and some people wanted the traditional full experience where you get to play with everyone. But the actual story itself, the cutscenes and our protagonist in the story is always Alex Hunter.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the big question is for everyone, when can they get their hands on FIFA 17?
Yes.
September 27 in North America and September 29 in Europe. So I can't wait. I mean, it's always a great day when it goes out. It blows up. We're always the most talked about entertainment property in the world on that day. I mean, it only takes one tweet from a member of One Direction and we get that tag anyway. But
I like that you took it away, like Thierry Henry, forget him. We need. Can we get Harry Styles in here?
Oh yeah, these guys are
Talking about
unbelievable.
FIFA.
But yeah, it's a big day. We can't wait for our fans to play. Of course, it's playable here at E3. Our fans are loving it. The response has been incredible. I've never seen a response like this to a FIFA game. And again, driven by Frostbite and the story mode experience of the journey and just gameplay in general, which is what it's all about, right? They absolutely love it. So we're very proud of this
And the
game.
journey is playable on the floor, at least parts of it?
There's a scene where a scene that you play, so you go in, experience that, play the game, then you have a post-match interview again, which will be determined by your performance in the game. So again, our fans are just going crazy for that because it's so new, it's so different for our players. So again, we're very, very proud of that.
Very cool. Before we let you go, who's your personal team that you support?
It's a team called Nottingham Forest. Not in the Premier League; they're in the league below. We're trying to get back.
Someday.
Absolutely, but we did win the European Cup twice in the 80s. So we did kind of a Leicester who just won the Premier League. That was kind of our big story, rags to riches piece. So we're a famous team in England, but not so well known on this side of the Atlantic.
Just slip them in, DLC.
Yeah, I've been trying.
You know, just pump up their stats.
Yeah, well, they're in the game. We do have them in the game.
Yeah.
It's just no one plays with them, right? Because everyone wants the Premier League or the Bundesliga or La Liga. But they are in the game, so I do get to play when I'm on my own. Dark nights, I can play with them.
By yourself?
Yeah.
Anyone else online? No?
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine.
And between now and the fall, where can people go to keep up to date on information about FIFA 17?
You can go to our website, easports/FIFA.com. And of course, we have our social media. So we're always, pushing content and sharing news on that. So if you want to get it first, you can go there. We also have an EA Sports FIFA Insider program that you can sign up to on our website. And again, get information and offers before anyone else.
Great.
Very cool.
And of course,
Thank
we'll
you
be
so
covering
much.
FIFA. You guys on the know?
Yeah, absolutely. Check it out there. We'll be talking more about it. Really excited. Amazing.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Huge leap. Normally with annualized franchises, it's like, we tweak this, we tweak that. This is a huge step forward for
Absolutely.
FIFA. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Cheers,
All
guys.
right. Let's go over to Joel and Adam.